Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I will be doing a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so we're starting this one off a little different. Um, I've done this before, but it's not often. So, basically, I was like winding down, attempting to get to bed at a normal hour, which will happen one of these days. Um, but I was getting a bunch of like downloads and insight for the collective, and then there was an urgency behind it. And basically, it was one of those like, this message needs to come out tonight. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Okay. The first thing that came to me was okay, hold on. I got to be really cautious about my wording. All right. So, first and foremost, I'm not offering medical advice. Um, Before changing anything, etc., check with a medical professional. Um, what I'm getting ready to talk about, I'm sharing with you why I use it and also some research that I have done, but I'm not claiming any of it to be 100% what you should do. I'm just sharing. So, um, okay. Make sure we got that disclaimer out of the way. All right. Um, I was okay. Um, Basically, I was told to share with the collective about colloidal gold, colloidal silver, and monoatomic gold. Okay. Colloidal gold is so it's spelled Colloidal. Colloidal gold is really beneficial for the body. So is colloidal silver. They have different properties, but it's really it's antimicrobial. It's actually pretty interesting. So I studied biology and chemistry for a very long time in school and in university. And hospitals have been bringing in precious metals for quite a while now because it actually helps with like antibiotic resistant bacteria. Um and it also repels different viruses and stuff. So it's good stuff. And there's like lots of studies. It's really fascinating. But like it's really fun to look at it when they're doing it under a microscope and you can like see it. It's like a force field around it. It's really cool. Anyways, so what this does in the body is one, there is the antimicrobial effect. Mainly it is going to repel um bad bacteria basically. In the body, it helps rebalance the microbial system. Um, what I was actually guided to share the properties that I was guided to share about it is it helps with the immune system. It also helps with the electrical system in the body. So like neurons firing and like our brain is like an electrical there's like electrical circuits in the brain and all throughout the body and it really helps with the electrical system of the body. Um it also can help with jab injury. That is just something that's research that I've seen. Take it for what it is. Maybe do your own research, see if it's right for you. If you are dealing with something like that, or if you're worried about potential effects, is what I'm hearing. So if you're worried about potential adverse effects from certain injections, this is monoatomic gold, colloidal gold, and colloidal silver. They all will help with some of this. The other thing that's fascinating is monoatomic gold has actually been shown to dissolve nanotech in biological cells. So take that for what it's worth. Fun little rabbit hole to go down. Um, Anyways, monoatomic gold, MONO, um, ATOMIC gold. Now, if you're gonna pick one, I would say monoatomic gold would be the one that I would pick. It's like I think this little jar, this little bottle is like 20 or 30 bucks. It's got quite a few doses in there. And you can take it during the day, at night, both. It can actually help because it helps to rebalance your electrical system. So it can actually help with better sleep and things like that, but it doesn't make you sleepy. It just helps with the quality of sleep. So you can take it during the day or whenever. Again, do your own research, see if it's right for you. I'm not, saying to do this. I was just being called to shed some light on a couple things that are really good, kind of things to have on hand, depending on what you're dealing with. Colloidal silver is really good, for like colds and things like that. In my house, when there's colds and whatever going around, me and my daughter will take colloidal silver, and it helps just amp up the immune system. So, anyways, okay. Now into the juicy bits. We're totally switching gears. So this is actually a divine masculine message, which is interesting because I normally would have shared that with more of a general collective message, but Spirit was like, nope, do it in this message. So here we are. Okay. So it was a divine masculine that was wanting to hear it, or if you're a divine feminine and you're cross watching, could be it too. Okay. What I heard, the next message I heard, they come through kind of weird, but basically the gist of it is there is a divine masculine who's worried about reaching out to their divine feminine because they are worried that it is a betrayal to their partner, to their current significant other. Girl, I heard girlfriend, but girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, whatever. It's your significant other that you currently are in a relationship with, and there's a sense of feeling like it's almost like guilt for reaching out because it's towing that line of betrayal. And that's part of what's stopping you. So, what the message that came through with that is understanding that, and it's funny, we've got yin yang on the bottom of the deck, which is the counterpart card. Um, it's a multifaceted relationship. Romantic union is not the only goal or the only purpose of this dynamic. Not to mention, in this energy for this particular divine masculine that's coming through, there's unresolved business from a past situation with your person that is causing you a lot of grief, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness. And this is about reconciliation for further growth. And so if you look at it from that lens, and then you keep your boundaries, it's one of those, like, if you are in a committed relationship with somebody else and you reach out to your counterpart to have communication, that's not saying now you and your counterpart are in a relationship and you're betraying your partner. It's really, at this point, what's really coming through is this is for you. This is for you to release all of this stuff that you are keeping pent up and held in. This is about you releasing and reconciling in some way for further growth. So it's maybe, well, in this instance, I do feel like there is a part of you that wants to be with your counterpart, and that's part of it, is like, if I reach out to this person, I know the level of feelings I feel for this person, and that's a betrayal. Well, it's not a betrayal to have feelings for another person. It's a betrayal when it starts crossing those lines. And the energy that I'm picking up is like you and your counterpart are very mature. You will be able to handle boundaries. You will be able to, say, like, I'm in a committed relationship, so we can't cross certain lines. You can still have an open heart to heart conversation, reminisce a little bit, not necessarily even reminisce, it's more reconcile is the energy coming through. Like, whether it's expressing feelings or maybe apologizing for something that happened or whatever it is, but it's about getting it off your chest so that you can release it and then move forward, whatever that means for you. There is also an energy thing that is going to take place when you reach out to your counterpart. And that is why you're being pushed so hard right now, is one, to release that heaviness that you've been carrying around. The other thing is the amount of clarity that is going to come. And it's an energy thing. It's not like your counterpart's going to have to convince you, or, I'm not getting any manipulative energy, nothing like that. It's simply by you communicating. Maybe it's after you kind of express what it is that you really need to express to this person to get it off your chest. From that point, it's a clarity. It's a yeah, it's okay. What I wrote down was you two coming together in a physical, platonic way will help remove any remaining doubt or illusion around the situation. And so that's another part of it as well. It's so that you can, have this clarity, get this off your chest, and then see from there what's in your highest good. Okay. That was a intense message. All right. Cool. Hold on. All right. So let's see. Pulling cards. We are pulling cards. Okie dokie. All right. Let me shift gears a little and pull out of that energy. That was like, it's like the divine coming through with a little bit of like, energy. So I'm going to pull out of that for a second, ground in, tap into your energy, and then we're going to pull some cards. Okay. So, it's kind of funny how symbolic that was because, right when I paused it, I like took a huge deep breath and was like, oh, like there was a relief energy. And so that's extra confirmation. Like that's what you're going to feel. You're going to feel like there is a huge weight lifted off your shoulders when you just reach out, when you start communicating with your person. And again, it's understanding that it doesn't have to be anything majorly serious at first. It's just you're really being guided to communicate with your person because of everything that is energetically going to shift for you to really help you pull into alignment. Oh, golly, man. Okay. Dude, dude. Okay. Oh, masculine. You're going through it, man. You're going through it. Okay. We've got the sixth chakra. That's your third eye. That's intuition. That's insight. That's seeing beyond the illusion. It came out sideways, and I feel like that's just confirmation to let you know that you are indeed it's one of these things like your third eye is actually clearing like as we speak. Like I feel like some illusions have been lifted. Some clarity has already been had. Um and then that's also something that is really going to take off when you communicate with your feminine. This is something that's going to really I'm hearing come back online fully. Um, and it could just be because it's confirming your intuition by reaching out to your person, having these conversations, and again, keeping those boundaries, keeping it platonic until and like if you're even interested in a romantic connection with your person. I feel like there's some of you that are, and some of you that maybe not be. Maybe it's just reconciling and working together or being friends or something like that. But energetically, this is going to really help confirm your intuition and also your person's. Um, and it's really gonna fully clear it. Or you're gonna go through a massive upgrade when it comes to your third eye. You're gonna see things way clearly. Um, way more clearly. Is that how that works? Words sometimes. Um, by reaching out to your person, it's gonna help fully it's going to open you up with intuition and um third eye abilities and things like that. Okay. We've got blossoming abundance in the reverse and envy. And what I heard clearly when I looked down at this is there is somebody or multiple people for some of you in your energy that carry a low key, I'm getting it's a low key envious energy, and it's actually blocking your abundance a little bit or a lot of it. Um, so yeah, yeah. Um, it's yeah, it's kind of got an evil eye energy. And actually, I did a video on Evil Eye. If you're interested in that, I will try to remember to link it at the end of it. I may not remember, but if you just search my page, it's something Evil Eye. And what it is, it's like when somebody stares at you and they have a nasty look and you can feel it in your energy. That's what Evil Eye is. Most of the time, it's not intentional necessarily. Um, but, envious people will look at other people with that energy, because they're envious of you. So they're giving you yucky judgment energy because they deep down want what it is that you have or what you're on the brink of bringing in. And so it's maybe this is a call to really clear and cleanse your energy right now, um and just protect yourself energetically, put up a gold shield of light around you. And when somebody gives you nefarious looks like that, it bounces off your energy field when your energy field is like shielded. um okay. And then door to value. Okay. And with blossoming abundance, it's interesting because with this in the reverse, what I'm getting is that you actually are bringing in more abundance in your energy, but it's the energy of other people that are sticking in your energy field that's kind of blocking it right now. Um, so yeah, just clear and cleanse your energy. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be mad about it. It's just, understand most people do that unconsciously, and it's their own shit. And so just, you know, shield yourself and move on and keep focusing on allowing that abundance to come in. Okay. Because we have door to value here. But we got a lot. You might be dealing with a lot of stuff right now. The energy itself feels a little heavy. And we've got the deceit card, the hostilities card, the thinking woman, and the door to value. So these are separate. These are separate. Are these separate energies? These are separate energies. Interesting how this came out. Okay. The deceit card and the hostilities card, uh, that's yucky energy. Um, who's is there okay, for some of you, I'm getting that there actually is somebody in your energy that is being deceitful. Um, I'm getting it's conscience. It's consciously a little bit deceitful. This could be wearing a mask, not being true to themselves. If somebody's not true to themselves, they can't show up in a full authentic way. So again, whether it's consciously malicious or not, I don't really know. I'm not really getting. For some of you, I actually just heard yes. Ugh, ugh. My heart goes out to you. That's such a shitty thing to deal with. Just know that it's a lesson, and just do your best to look at it that way. It's happening for you, not to you. It's for your growth. Which just flipped off the camera. I did not mean to actually flip off the camera. I was adjusting my rings and realized I had my middle finger up. Okay. Anyways, um, okay. That was a random. My, hmm, I just totally got derailed. Hold on. That was weird. Um, no. This can also be mental deceit. This can be like with hostilities as well. You could be in like a confusion mental state a little bit. Yeah, for some of you it is like a confusion energy. It's like all of these thoughts. Yeah, it's chaos energy. It's feeling a little chaos magic-y, I'll be honest. Um so yeah, definitely clear and cleanse your energy shield. I already did the medical disclaimer, so we're good. Maybe seek out some help from a shaman or a Reiki healer, something like that, an energy healer of some sort that can help you if you feel like you need some extra help with this. If you're really just in like a thick energy and it will not lift and you've done everything you can do, now it's time to, look at somebody who can help clear your energy. Um Oh, I just saw an interesting vision. Okay, for some of got it. For some of you, okay, when I was saying that about seeking out assistance, there I got like this visual of you reaching out to your person, but I saw you in different locations. So this would be like text or a phone call or something like that, that it wasn't in person. And then I saw like you on your phone communicating, and then your feminine on their phone communicating. And then that energy, there was like this blast of light that happened between you two, and then a lot of this energy cleared like immediately. That might be what's that might be part of why you're really being pushed to reach out to your person right now. And again, it's not going to be, yeah, I'm not getting like a nefarious energy from your feminine. I'm not getting manipulative energy or anything like that. I'm getting a very clean, like more healed divine feminine energy. And so that would make sense. You communicating with your divine feminine is going to help clear like the shared energy field between you and them. Like it's yeah, sometimes putting visions into words is really hard, but that was the vision I just saw. That's powerful. So if you've really been struggling right now and you've been just feeling really heavy, really burdened, really stressed out, really up in your head, anxiety, chaos, confusion, all of that stuff, it's something like just reaching out to your person. I'm hearing it's a lifeline. It's almost like yeah, yeah, and then I was seeing it's almost like your feminine's gonna, like, toss you out like a lifesaver in the middle of the ocean, and then I heard it's up to you to actually get on it. So it's one of these things, like, there is like, your feminine will respect your boundaries, I'm sure you'll respect your feminine's boundaries, and, again, it can be platonic, but it's just something energetically that is going to help you significantly by reaching out to this person. That's really powerful. Your feminine's got some boss energy. That's all I'm saying. Work here. Okay. Wow. Wow. All right. Whew. Going to a deep channeled state. All right. Fourth chakra. Oh, I didn't even get to that. And start shuffling. Hmm. Feeling a little more grounded. Need to ground into my own energy. Oh, sometimes the channeled energy just, we just go there. Okay. Fourth chakra, that's the heart. So there is a heart healing and balancing that is taking place in your energy right now. Um, and okay, is this their feminine? Yep. Okay, so the thinking woman is actually referring to your feminine. Your feminine is very intelligent, very intellectual. Even though they might embody more of that feminine energy, they do have the ability to really tap into that logical side. And I feel like this is a very intelligent person. Um, and then what I heard was by following your heart, it's going to lead you to this door of value and your feminine. And so there is something about, it's this energy of like your feminine does hold your heart, and that could be part of where you're worried about going towards this person because it feels like a betrayal because you know your deeper feelings. But the thing is it's one of those, like, if the relationship that you're in right now is the one for you, by reaching out to your feminine and having all of this clear, having your energy clear, it's going to be made obvious to you to stay with that person. And for some of you, that may be the outcome where you stay with the person that you're with. And for some of you, I'm picking up like you'll stay with the person you're with, your person would stay, your feminine would stay with whoever they're with. And then you guys just like talk platonically or maybe work together. For others of you, it is going to be a situation where you do reach out, you discuss certain things, and then you're like, okay, like my heart's with you. I can't, you know, I have to let this other person go, but it might take me a minute, that kind of thing. Um, but yeah, so by following your heart, it's leading you to this door to value, and then you're feminine as well, if that is, what you desire. Um, because we got the thinking woman out here, this is oh, maybe for some of you, your feminine is going to help you lock into this value energy as well. And that's part of what this is about. I'm getting kind of like business ideas or something like that, like working together is definitely coming through. And so that could be part of it as well. Anxiety. Yeah. I feel like that's just added confirmation of your energy. I also do feel like, is that saying that it's the anxiety is going to lift? For some of you, the anxiety is actually going to lift quite a bit as well when you reach out to this person. Um, storm on this energy. Okay. Oh, you've got anxiety about the storm. Got it. Okay, part of what's going on with reaching out to your person is for some of you, take this if it resonates. There's a deep knowing that once you reach out to your person, there's no going back. It's one of those like once you reach out, if your person's on board with, giving it a go romantically, you're not going to be able to say no. And that would mean that you would have to walk away from the person that you're with. Um, yeah, I mean, that's understandable. But just again, it's one of those like, if this situation that you're in, if this relationship that you're in with your person, with your significant other that you currently have, if it's really meant to stand the test of time, it will, And if not, that's okay too. Because if not, and your counterpart is the one that you're being drawn to, it's one of those like that's a beautiful energy. And I don't feel like you'll look back with regrets if that's the way that it leads. I feel like you'll be like, yeah, I'm happy I did it when I did. I wish I would have done it sooner, is what I just heard. So yeah, but it definitely I feel like you hold love for two people right now. And so you're kind of being pulled in two different directions. And there's just this element of you reaching out to your person is going to help with the clarity when it comes to what it is your heart actually desires. And from that point, you can make, human choices basically. Like you can make your own decisions on what you want to do with that information. It's one of those I'm hearing damned if I do, damned if I don't. Um, it's gonna be worth it though. Like reaching out to this person with that vision of your energy clearing, it's gonna be really, really worth it. It's going to provide clarity and guidance for you, but it's not gonna come from your feminine. It's going to come from the energetic shift that happens within you by reaching out to your feminine and actually communicating and also getting this weight off of your chest. That's going to help fully clear your heart space and allow you to fully tap into your heart space. When you're tapped into your heart space and you're operating from that mostly, and you're allowing your heart to lead the way, as cliche and corny as that may sound, when you're allowing your heart to lead the way, that's actually allowing your spirit, your soul to lead the way. And so, what that does is that leads you inevitably into the life of your dreams. That's that's the result and consequence of that. Happy family. Okay. So I'm getting a couple messages off this. One, if you have kids with your significant other, that could be part of the stress and the anxiety is because, of a separation with kids, that's hard. For some of you, I'm actually there's kids involved with a lot of you with your significant other. And that could be part of it too, is if you've been with this person for a while, even if they're not biologically yours, I'm getting like step parent kind of energy. And it's normal to get connected to the kids. And so that could be part of where it's causing some pain as well if you do have a relationship with, your person's kids and and you're a step parent to your person's kids. Um that could be a factor here, because it's walking away from more than just one person. um Again, I'm seeing though, like, if that is the choice you make, it's gonna, you're gonna have to process that for sure. But it's one of these like you're gonna look back and be like, it was worth it. And then for some of you, it's gonna be one of these situations where you reconcile with this person, you communicate, your energy clears, and then you're like, okay, let's work together. or I really want you in my life. Can we be friends? That kind of thing. And then you have somebody that you can talk to about some of these things that happen on the counterpart journey that are wild. And stuff like that. But then the other thread of energy coming through is that this is a possibility for some of you if you are desiring a romantic situation with a romantic union with your counterpart. That is a very likely possibility. You both are on board for it if that is what you are desiring. Even if you're being pulled in two different directions, if there's a big part of you that's desiring that with your person's desiring that as well. And what's funny is when I was talking about it, I got a mirrored energy. So this could be something that you and your counterpart are both currently processing as far as what it would mean for you two to actually come back together in a romantic union. If there's a lot of walking away that is coming through in this energy that would need to happen for both of you in order to lock in a full union. But I'm getting for those of you that are choosing a romantic union, it's going to be so worth it. And it's just like I'm just getting like you're going to feel so happy. Like life is just mm, mm, that feels good. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. We've got contract and man holding a coin. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that has to do with this energy spirit. What's going on? There's a contract. Is it a soul contract? Is this legal stuff going on? Oh, for some of you, it would require a divorce to have this romantic union. And that's part of this storm warning. You can feel that storm coming. And it's, providing a lot of anxiety. Um, I mean, it could indicate soul contracts that you have as well. The soul contract between you and your person, things you and your counterpart, things like that. Um, Man holding a coin. This is a masculine energy that is in a financially abundant energy. Oh, is this part of what they're gonna be able to lock in? Okay, there's something also with your finances. Reaching out to your person, it's literally going to shift you energetically to communicate with this person in the physical world because you're communicating telepathically. I can tell that in the energy. You reaching out to your person and communicating in the physical is having such a massive energetic effect on you. And that's, it's partially because it's heart clearing, it's heart healing. And that has to do with directly with finances and your relationship with resources and money. And so there is a huge shift that you are going to notice after you are in communication with your counterpart. Yeah, there's definitely this has to do with your physical like abundance um and tapping into more opportunities and things like that. And that's regardless if this is a romantic situation or not. Indecision. I feel like you're in this energy. I feel like you're just still dealing with all of the do I reach out? Do I not reach out? Do I express my true feelings, or do I reconcile, or do I hold back and see where this relationship goes and wait, or it's that kind of energy. It's indecision. It's standing at a crossroads and not knowing which way to actually go. And what I'm hearing is listen to your heart. Your heart knows the way. And then we've got woman holding a coin. Damn, so this is going to help your feminine's finances expand as well. So this is a very, very abundant energy with door to value and the masculine and feminine holding a coin. So this is definitely, definitely going to help you with your finances for both of you. And again, it's just an energy thing. It's not something that you have to like, talk about, or and that might come up, if you're going to work together and, start a business or go into business or I'm getting entrepreneurial energy. So take it if it resonates. But if you work together in some way, then obviously, that's that. But it's an energy thing. Okay, no, okay. What else? Spirit? Oh, this is an intense energy. Very intense and heavy. Community. For some of you, your community has something to do with you reaching out as well. Um, Maybe you and your counterpart are kind of from different worlds in a way, and you're worried about the effect that it would have uh, with other people around you. Um, Again, this is where tapping in and being authentic to yourself and doing what's right for you is really, really important because people, people will react in the way that they're going to react, and most people come around eventually. So, people react to change in all kinds of different ways. And so just remember that it's them reacting to a change. Um, the other thread of energy coming through is that it's also because you're going to energetically shift so much, it's going to allow you to really bring in a different level of a community, a very supportive, uplifting community. Um, yeah, okay. Oh, and then for some of you, this is really just saying that you and your counterpart are coming back together to have like a platonic relationship, like where you're just friends and you're hanging out and stuff. And you're bringing your counterpart into your community, but in a platonic way, and then vice versa. Journey. Reverse, okay. Um, yeah, I'm getting it's time to take this journey. It's time to do this. Um, it really is. It's I didn't yeah, it's interesting because there's so much more to counterparts relationships than just the romantic union aspect. And this one is like a huge energy shift that is waiting to take place, and it's requiring you to make the conscious choice to reach out. Okay, we've got caring connections. That's romantic union. So that is here. Um that is here as well. That is a potential for some of you with your counterpart. Um and again, if that's what you're desiring, your person is as well. Okay, and then we've got the temple path and attachment. And then the journey card. Okay, it's time to really like lock into this journey, lock into this path to your highest good self. The path of alignment, the soul-led path, the heart-led path, as it were. It's time to fully lock in. I feel like most of you have locked in, but it's time, like if you're still kind of wobbling, it's time to fully lock in. Your soul's calling you to this, and it's gonna be really uncomfortable until you choose to fully lock in. Like your soul is calling you to this and won't let you rest until you fully lock in. So it's just gonna stay uncomfortable and heavy in your energy until you choose to walk the path of alignment. So, yeah, there's that. And then attachment. That's yeah, this is the mask that we wear. This is the persona. How we show up to other people. And until you truly are allowing yourself to walk this temple path and fully shift into alignment and just be unapologetically yourself, you're masking in some way. Whether that's toning it down around certain people, holding back a lot, not saying certain things, that's a form of masking, as well as, not like hiding a bunch of yourself to make somebody else comfortable is still a way of masking. And then also, just in the way of like around this person, I need to be like this and I need to say certain things and so on and so forth. And just that ego attachment. not wanting to be seen a certain way, um, so on and so forth. And that's where really tapping into alignment and continuing to ask that question of who am I and who do I want to be, that's when you really are, you're just unapologetically you. Like I'm a spark of the creator walking around in a human meat suit. I'm here to learn and experience like everybody else. I'm gonna fuck it up and I'm gonna get it right. Like that's how that goes. But just it's really a call to really fully tap into alignment and be that version of you that is there, and that version of you that is authentic, that's unapologetically you, is the version of you that this world needs. So just remember that. And the right people, and this is the thing, like you're going to be a magnet. When you're authentic, you're a magnet. So what that means is you're going to attract the people that are in alignment, and then you're going to repel those that aren't. So, being in alignment and also people pleasing do not go together. Um, wanting to be liked by everybody and also being in alignment does not mesh. This is the energy of like, I'm me. I'm not intentionally trying to piss people off. I'm not intentionally trying to trigger people, but I know that my energy does that for me naturally. That's part of it. And that's okay. Those that are for me will stay, and those that aren't will go. And that's okay. That's part of life. And you'll also attract people that are lessons, like certain dynamics that are uncomfortable, and then it's a lesson. That's part of this as well. Okay, what's strategy? Hmm. Coming up with a plan is what I just heard. For some of you, you actually might be in the process of coming up with a plan on reaching out to your person. Um, for others of you, you might be being called to do that right now, to kind of come up with a plan. There's kind of a little bit of a cautionary energy with that, of like, be cautious, be mindful not to get stuck in that planning phase to where you are trying to get it so perfect that it just prolongs the process. At some point, it's about just ripping off the band-aid and doing it. Okay, we're gonna switch into the tarot really quick. This is gonna be another hour-long message. Holy moly. That's all right. I'm here for it. Let's do it. What the tarot has to say. All right. Doo, doo, doo. Yeah, I'm sending you my love. I'm sending you helpful healing energy for this. This is a lot that you're juggling. So, just give yourself some grace because these damn Six of Cups. Okay. You could be reminiscing a lot. You could be thinking about childhood. Um, this is also indicating that you have a past life connection with your counterpart, which, surprise, surprise. Um, um, yeah, I'm getting reminiscing though. I'm really getting reminiscing. Maybe thinking about like just happier times. For some of you, maybe that was when you were with your counterpart, and maybe that's part of the reminiscing. Um, Ace of Wands. This is a new passionate beginning. It's also talking about having passion for your counterpart. Maybe you're very physically attracted to your counterpart as well, which makes sense. Like that's by design. Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh. What I'm hearing is you are being gifted with a new beginning with your counterpart to have the Ten of Cups if you so desire it. That's happily ever after. That's beautiful, harmonious, romantic union. With the happy family card. Like this is literally the equivalent of the Ten of Cups. Um, damn. Yeah, this is really, really good energy. Um, It's just uplifting, it's happy, it's joyful, it's being on the same page, it's emotional fulfillment, and it's something that's gonna go the long haul. So if you are desiring a romantic connection with your person, that's what is available for you. And it's balanced. It's a very balanced give and take dynamic. Very, very balanced. Oh man. Yeah. I'm hearing yin to the yang. Five of Wands. That's conflict. Maybe you had conflict. Well, probably. Maybe you had conflict with your counterpart. Maybe that's part of what you are being called to reconcile is that past conflict. This can also indicate that you're dealing with a lot of conflict with others. This can also be internal conflict, and I feel like it's a little bit of all of the above for a lot of you. Um, the Nine of Cups, oh my gosh, it's wish fulfillment. Oh, I just heard it's an end to the conflict. Oh, that's cool. So reaching out to your person is going to help put an end to some of the conflict that you've been experiencing. I'm getting mainly internally, but this is, well, yeah, it's an inside out process. So when you are no longer in internal conflict of this magnitude, you're not going to experience as much external conflict either. And it's wish fulfillment. And Eight of Pentacles, this is soul purpose. This is talking about you aligning with your soul purpose and your soul mission. And that's probably part of this as well, is you and your counterpart, there is that shared soul mission. So you two coming together to work together is going to really, really help with this, even if it's just bouncing ideas off of each other and things like that. It's definitely going to be very beneficial when it comes to that as well. Confirmation. Three of Swords. That's heartbreak, that's grief, that's loss, that's pain. It's pain, like pain. Um, mm, an end to the pain. Oh my gosh. We've got the world here with the Three of Swords. It's literally you reaching out to your person is literally going to put an end to a lot of the pain and sadness and sorrow that you have been carrying around with you. It's going to be so healing. I mean, it really is. Five of Swords. That's more conflict energy. Um, but you've got the Nine of Wands. You're the wounded warrior. All of this conflict and everything else and the healing and stuff that you've been, doing up until this point, plus you reaching out to your person is going to be so, so healing. It's going to help shift you into this wounded warrior energy where you are no longer operating from unhealed wounds. You're operating from more of a healed space, but you've learned a lot. You've integrated a lot. You've put up boundaries. You are aware of certain types of people and how to handle certain types of people. And you're also able to help other people on this journey as well when you are tapped into that wounded warrior energy. Can't say that word tonight. Having issues saying it. Anyways, okay. This is beautiful energy. And I feel like your feminine is a wounded warrior as well. That's definitely a mirror dynamic. And the sun and the Four of Wands. That's the union and reunion card. It can also it does. It indicates long-term commitment with a person. So that's in it. I set it down right on like the wish fulfillment card. So maybe that is your I just heard ultimate wish fulfillment in the sun. That's positivity, it's joy, it's happiness. This is the depiction of what I was feeling of you reaching out to your person and then potentially down the line locking in this romantic union. I mean, 10 of Cups and Four of Wands, that's and the happy family card. That's happy, harmonious. union for the rest of this life, if that's what you're desiring, which I feel like for some of you, actually for a lot of you, you are. That is a dominant thread of energy coming through, and it's really just standing in the sun with your person. Just joyful, positive, happy, excited for life again. That's good stuff. And Ace of Swords, that's communicating. Um, yeah, I feel like this is you communicating your truth to your counterpart, your soulmate. This is the Two of Cups here. And, Two of Cups is soulmate energy or counterpart energy. Um, and you communicating with this person is what's going to help put an end to this, to a lot of the pain and suffering that you've been experiencing. And it's going to help you really shift into this positive energy of just living life where it's more joyful. Um, okay. For some of you, I'm hearing that for you, your feminine is like the sun. It's like your feminine brings this energy to your life that is just, it's uplifting, it's positive, it's lighthearted, it's happy, it's a really good energy. Like it's a good energy. Um, the Tower, this is divine intervention. This can also, I mean, this is just big ass life changes. It's also letting you know that the divine is assisting you with this. So this is being divinely led, and I just heard divinely orchestrated. So you're being pushed so hard right now, and it's the divine's coming through like it's time. It's go time. Make it happen. Like you're not going to be able to rest fully and release this heavy, heavy energy until you do this thing, until you reach out to your counterpart. Page of Cups. Yeah, that's that youthful, lighthearted energy. This is also young love. So for some of you, maybe you were with your counterpart when you were a lot younger and it was more immature love. Um, for others of you or both, take it as resonates, but it's really talking about this joyful, youthful energy. It's that energy of coming together with a person that makes you feel young again. And death and rebirth, that's a major part of what's going on right now. It's really going to help assist you in putting an end to some cycles that I feel like you've been battling with for a while, and it's really going to allow you to really shift into this rebirth energy. And with the wheel here, this is the wheel of fate turning in your favor. This is I'm hearing this is a gift from the divine wrapped up in a person. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so good. Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So this is talking about feeling just it's lack energy, it's financial hardship. This could be something that you have been dealing with, and then rest and rejuvenation, taking a pause, focusing on self-care, things like that. This is something, the way that it landed, this is something that is on its way out, not rest and rejuvenation, but the need to rest so much or to just feel drained. Um, that's on its way out. You're shifting into an energy where this isn't going to be a thing that you have to deal with as much. Of course, we're always going to need to rest. Like that's, human. But it's if you've been feeling really, really drained and just exhausted, that's something that is lifting. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. So lots of youthful energy out here. A Page of Wands is very creative, it's very passionate, and then Page of Swords is it's communication. It's also like a lot of divine insight, um, aha moments, light bulb moments, all of that. It's communication energy. And yeah, in this context, I'm getting that the Page of Swords is really talking about communicating with your counterpart. And then there's also that passionate creative energy as well. And maybe that's something that you and your person are going to help bring out of each other as well, even if it's just platonic. Ten of Swords. This is betrayal energy. Um It's Three of Cups and the Two of Wands. How does that go together? I feel like you have been betrayed a lot in the past. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of pain from other people. And, and that's how you get to the wounded warrior. Um, I do feel like this is something that is also leaving your energy as well. I feel like this is something that I feel like you've learned enough lessons when it comes to this that you have integrated the lesson. If not, you will be very soon. This is a lesson, like a big lesson that I feel like you're fully integrating to where you no longer experience this energy at the end of connections with other people where there's, a fallout. Or you find out somebody did something shady, betrayal, that kind of thing. With the Three of Cups, this is collaboration. So this is working together. This is reminding me of the community card. And then the Two of Wands is picking a path, which is the reminding me of the indecision card. So it's really it's time to fully lock in. At this point, it's one of those like at some level you've already chosen that you want to be in the on the aligned path, the soul-led path. And so now it's allowing yourself to fully lock into it and choose that path and truly choose the path of alignment. And the reason I'm kind of saying it that way, because you have a choice. You don't have to pick that path. You can stay on the path that you've been walking. However, at this point on your journey, it is going to just get more and more uncomfortable. You're going to get more and more quote unquote negative tower moments because you're being pushed on this path. So the more you try and fight it, the more resistance you're going to experience in your life and internally because you are being called to fully shift into alignment and to pick that path for, for your highest good, for the collective's highest good, etc. And its soul mission as well. Like you have a mission that you are being called. I'm hearing activated. So there could have been like a mission that was activated, and it's a call to action in multiple ways that is coming through right now. Okay, my throat's doing a thing. Hold on. Had to get some agua, and we're back at it. Oh, well, okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few more and I'm gonna close it out. Let's see, what do we got? Four of Cups. Okay, that's boredom, staleness, stagnancy, just not being satisfied with life. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, because it landed on the Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this is just like, it's one of those, it's kind of reminding me of like you get up, you go to work, you come home, you feed the dog, maybe hang out with the kids, whatever, do dinner, um, and then you go to bed and then you wake up and you do it again. And you're just at that point, it's just like this is boring. I want to do more. I'm meant for more. I have so much more to offer than just what I've been doing. It's that kind of energy coming through. And then I also noticed it landed right next to the Tower card. And this is something that the divine is helping you to get out of. It's the divine is coming through to help you shift out of this energy, but it requires you to turn your focus and look at what the divine is attempting to bring into your life. And for a lot of you, that's your counterpart. That's what I just heard. The Magician, this is manifestation. This is having all the tools necessary to manifest the life of your dreams, the life of your that you desire to live on a regular basis. You have this ability. You are shifting into master manifester energy. And that could be a huge part of what's going on with you and your counterpart communicating is it's going to help you really lock into that master manifester energy and really tap into that full authenticity and really be able to experience life in the full way that you want to experience life. The Fool. That's a leap of faith. Yeah, and I'm feeling like it's the leap of faith towards your counterpart. That's what you're really being guided to do right now. in the Hierophant, this can talk about legal stuff like marriage. But it's also with the imagery on here, it's ascending. It's yeah, this you reaching out to your counterpart is going to fully help you to continue this ascension process. The Fool, that's a leap of faith. I said a leap of faith towards your counterpart, and under the Fool is the Lover's card. So yeah, you're being guided to take a leap of faith towards your counterpart. Okay. Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Hmm. Give me just a second. Okay. So I paused it to figure out what was going on with these because the energy felt a little different. So I didn't know what exactly it was. And then it came to me. So this is actually your feminine's energy. So your feminine, your counterpart, is staying in a grounded, balanced, protected energy. And they are focusing on that, their own, energy and all of that. Maybe they're tapped into soul purpose and doing something with that. Whatever it is, they're staying in this grounded, centered energy as much as possible on this journey, and they are waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting for the perfect wave, which is you. Um, but it's not it's actively waiting. So it's not like they're just sitting there, twiddling their thumbs. They're still living life, but they are waiting for you. And the energy that your counterpart is in when it comes to you is Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands. This is nurturing, this is open, this is receptive, this is very emotionally mature and balanced. And then Queen of Wands is very passionate, very creative. And you could also be viewing your feminine this way. A lot of people say the Queen of Wands is one of the most beautiful queens in the deck. So you could see your feminine as being very, very physically attractive as well. Um, and I'm hearing that they're going through a glow up, so like their physical appearance may be changing. Um, and that's also something I feel like both of you are actually going to experience a physical external change with like your body in a very positive way when you do reach out and communicate. This has nothing to do with being physically intimate, anything like that. It's an energy dynamic that is going to happen when you two are communicating with each other. It's an energy focused thing that happens with the feminine and masculine. So, um, yeah, so, it's also, like, focusing on health, being in optimal health, which, brings us back to the beginning of this when I went on my whole tangent. Um, yeah, interesting. Okay. So that's your feminine's energy, that's beautiful. That's the energy that, your feminine truly needs to be in order to allow you to come in. Um, the Star and the Nine of Swords. That wish fulfillment. Okay. The Star's wish fulfillment. For some of you, one or both of you could be in the public eye in some way, maybe, content creators or whatever. Just visible in the public eye, sharing with the public in some way. Um, that could also be what you're being called to do. I've gotten that thread of energy quite a bit for a couple of divine masculines in this collective. So that could definitely be something that you and your feminine are going to assist each other with as well. And then the Nine of Swords, this is anxiety. This is stuck up in your head, having trouble sleeping, mentally replaying things over and over, thinking about all the possibilities, all the what ifs, all of that stuff. And that's something that is actually going to really lift for you when you take this leap of faith towards your counterpart. Again, even if it's just you talking platonically, it's going to help lift some of that anxiety because you're not going to be as stuck in your head and wondering anymore. You're going to know concretely in the physical world what it is that you and your feminine are desiring to accomplish together, because there is this element of coming together and working together, and then there is also the element of having a romantic union and like family energy. So there's both of those. For some of you, it might be both. Like you and your person are going to do both of those. And then for some of you, it's like an either. Like some of you, it's just romantic union, and then some of you, it's just working together. Um, but yeah, it's really going to help lift this anxiety when you do reach out. And the clarity that you're going to get on just a lot of things is going to just be so uplifting, is what I heard. Judgments. This can talk about spiritual awakenings. So this could be saying that you're going to go into a deeper level of your awakening by reaching out to your counterpart. There is also a sense of like the divine bringing in judgment and assisting with this situation. And it's not judgment in a bad way. This is like you and your person are ready for whatever it is that you decide to do. But it's just I'm hearing it's imperative that you get the ball rolling now for whatever reason. There's something like urgent in this energy, like that it was urgent that I got the message out. It's urgent, like coming through to have you reach out to your person. There's like a sense of urgency, but it's not from a fear thing. It's like a divine urgency. Like this, like do this now because it's going to assist you so much down the road. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's see if anything else wants to come out, and then I'm going to close it out before I continue to ramble for another hour. Eight of Wands. That is fast movement. Okay, and where it landed, I'm hearing it's time to take rapid action and communicate with your counterpart. This is something that you've been manifesting as well. You both have been manifesting this. And the divine is coming through to say it's now. It's time. It's you both are ready for this and you're ready to take this to the next step. Whether that's just talking, whether that's, going down the road and anchoring in a romantic union, it's going to vary. But it's time to get this ball rolling. It's time to move. It's time to get this done. It's time to allow yourself to take this leap. Um it's yeah, Eight of Wands, it's one of the fastest moving energies in the deck. So it's literally like it's time to do this. And just go for it and open that line of communication, because when that line of communication is open between you and your feminine, you both are going to help each other significantly. And I'm not getting like it's not really a clingy energy. It's not really like a you start talking to your person and then you have to talk to your counterpart all day every day. It's not that. It's just having that open line of communication to, hey, did you experience this? Or, whatever. How can we, tap into soul mission a little more, or, whatever it is. But it's really coming through like it's time to take this leap, fast moving communication, take this leap to your counterpart, and with that is following a a I just heard a fuck ton of positive manifestations for both of you. So it's almost like this is the thing that needs to be done to get the ball rolling in the right direction for both of you. Um so yeah, okay. Well, this got really intense. So Shazam. Anyways, normally messages don't come through like this. So if this is your first time here, just know this is not a normal energy that comes through. It's normally just, you have free will and you're a human and do what you want, but here's what you need to know about the situation or the energy that you're in. This one's like this one's a little bit more forceful. Which happens. Happens from time to time. It's funny because I used to fight this energy. Oh my God, I still argue with the divine on a regular basis. But, I surrender a lot easier and a lot faster now. But this is the energy of like you're just going to keep getting pushed. You can stubbornly resist it, but it is going to be so uncomfortable. It's going to continue to get more and more and more uncomfortable the more you are ignoring this guidance. That's really what this is about. The Chariot. It's time to get in your chariot and take in rapid communication and take this leap of faith to your counterpart. You both have been manifesting this. And when you do that, when you jump in this chariot and take that forward action, you've got 7 more wands of blessings coming in behind you. Like, this is you taking action with this one, and then the divine is going to continue to assist you with everything else that you've been manifesting. So just know that. This is like, it's like the thing that you're being called to do to get this ball rolling in the direction of the life of your dreams. So, it's like, if you look at it that way, all you're being asked to do is just reach out and communicate and then go from there. And that's all you're being asked to do, to lock in you know, to this energy where all of a sudden you're on the fast track to everything that you want in life. Like, look at it that way. Like, I know it's not easy because I know there's a lot of stuff going on in this energy. I know you're being pulled in 2 different directions, at least, maybe multiple directions. I know you're dealing with a lot of external stuff, like that very much came through. But it's one of these things, like, if you just hone in your focus for a minute, allow yourself to reach out to see where it goes. It's one of these things, like, things are going to shift in your life in such a beautiful positive way. I'm seeing the sun card again, like, such a beautiful positive way that it is going to be so worth it on the other side of this leap. It's going to be so worth it. It really is. Okay, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I hope this helps. This was a very urgent one. Um, yeah, so I'm wishing you all the best. You got this. You're being pushed for this because what's on the other side of this is just beautiful. You're gonna be so, I feel like you're just gonna be so, oh, it's just like light. Like the energy, it just lifts when you are on the other side of this communication with your person, with your counterpart. So it really is beautiful energy that you have on the other side of this leap of faith. And the divine's in your corner for this. And anytime the divine's in your corner and you're in alignment with that, opportunities come out of nowhere, resources come out of nowhere, people come out of nowhere that are in alignment, that are helpful, that are, pleasant. Like, just happy, harmonious connections with other people and, all of that. So just know that you've got the universe at your back that's helping you with this. You got this. You can do it. All right. Wishing you all the best. Feel free to leave me a comment and let me know if this resonates or not. And if you would like to share, I would love to talk to you about it. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free. I will see you on the next message. Bye.